Hey guys, it's James Mitchell at Workshop Software. How you doing? It's March the 27th. We're in the middle of the coronavirus challenges that we've got all around the world. I really want to get some powerful information out to you guys, and this one's all about how to get some cash in your pocket, which I think we all really love. So as business owners, we want to make sure that we're, got some decent cash flow. Now, there's a couple of really cool things going on that I want to inform, and I think that there's a little bit of misinformation out there that you might not sort of understand or realize or know about what exactly is going on out there. So, there's some government assistance out there that I want to give you the facts about. Now, complete disclosure, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a banker. It's not my place to be giving you financial advice and things like that. But what I can do is I can give you some business advice. So I want to go over a couple of things today. I want to go over what the government assistance means to you. So there's some, as I say, some maybe some information that you don't actually really know about. So every business in Australia is going to receive between $20,000 and $100,000. Now, this is based upon a minimum of 20, right? It's based upon the PAYG tax that you pay. So if you employ a few people and you pay their PAYG tax, you will get a refund for that PAYG tax as an offset on your next BAS. So the next BAS will be April 28th. On April 28th, you will get January, February, and March. You will get the total of what you've paid in PAYG tax back, up to a maximum of $50,000. So let's say you employ, a couple of people, few people, and you pay about $5,000 PAYG tax a month. Now, what you will get is you will get $15,000. So you get 5 times 3, of course, $15,000 back on April the 28th. Then in your next BAS, you'll get another $15,000 back. So that's 30 grand for this year, this financial year, so the financial year ending at the 30th of June. Then what will happen is that next year you'll get the same thing. So you will get then in your subsequent BASs, you will then receive another $30,000. So you will be getting a $60,000 rebate basically. Possibly that might be a refund in cash because if this is offset, for example, against your GST. So if that's greater than the value of the GST that you report, then you will actually get a cash refund. The tax office will pay that within 15 days. So this is a really great incentive for small businesses to continue their process, to continue to work, to hopefully get through these challenging times, make sure that we're keeping people employed as well, which of course is super important. Now, minimum is going to be 20. So you get 10 this year, 10 next year, maximum of 100, 50 this year, 50 next financial year I'm talking about. So the financial year, of course, at the end of June. So check with your accountant, check with the tax office. That should just happen automatically. There's no forms to fill out, just automatically happens on the BAS. So that's one super important thing. 1.1, so I've actually got really 3 things to cover off here. One is loans. Now, there is government-backed loans, interest-free loans for a period of time as well. If you really need some cash, you can get, my understanding is up to $250,000 as a business. You can get this as a cash loan. I would really recommend that you take advantage of that if you need it. Of course, you need to pay the interest at some stage. You need to pay the loan back at some stage. But if you really do need it, check with your bank. There are some interesting incentives from the bank's perspective. On a personal note, if you have a mortgage, the banks are offering some mortgage relief as well. So, for example, the Commonwealth Bank are offering to defer your payments for 6 months. Now, very, very, very important. If you should only do this, and if you are going to do this, you 100% need to go and talk to your financial advisor. But I want to give you the information that's out there. So go talk to your financial advisor. But it is very important because if you defer it, you've got to pay the interest back later on. So if you pay, let's say, $2,000 a month in interest and you defer it for 6 months, you've got a $12,000 interest bill that you still have to pay. So you've got to pay that later on. What the banks do is they're actually going to refactor your loan, so they'll extend it for a period of time. You will pay back the exact same amount, but you just pay it back for a longer amount of time. But still remember that interest is accruing, right? So you still got to pay the interest. So that's maybe on a personal, on a mortgage sort of point of view, that's maybe some relief for anybody, whether you're a business owner or not. Now, the other thing from a workshop point of view is a lot of us employ apprentices. Now, you may not be aware that there's some really interesting apprenticeship incentives at the moment. So what will happen is that from wages from the 1st of January 2020 to the 30th of September 2020, 50% of your apprentice's wages will be paid by the government. So let's say you pay, a guy 36 grand a year, 3 grand a month. So you're actually getting nine months worth of half of that wage being paid. So over 9 months, that equates to $27,000. You'll get half of that back. So you'll get a $14,000 rebate on your apprentices. So if you employ any apprentices, you're going to get half their wages back. So that's another interesting incentive in these challenging times. So there are things out there. Keep informed. I want our workshop owners, our customers, everybody in this industry. I want you to know the facts. If I can help to deliver those facts to you and help you to have a little bit more peace of mind. So if you know the facts now and you can understand exactly what's going on, and you feel a little bit more comfortable now that you've got, okay, cool, I'm going to get, 20 grand, I'm going to get 50 grand. You employ 10 or 12 people as a workshop, that kind of stuff. You're a reasonable sort of size workshop, you're probably going to get 100 grand back. So it's a pretty significant amount. So, depending on the size of your business, and even 20 grand for a fairly small operation is a pretty significant amount. So this really does help us, guys. So let's utilize those things. Keep up to date with the videos that I'm sending. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear your feedback, understand what's going on, and stay safe and well, guys. Cheers.